my beautiful angels. I am Keziah Jasmine coming to you today to deliver a very heartfelt collective message for all of us today. I just feel like, hey, you can never go wrong with a message simply asking Spirit, what do we need to hear right now? So that is the gist of this reading. That's the main focus. What do we need to hear right now? So I already pulled 2 cards and they're clarified by 3 cards that I have not seen yet. But we're going to get right into it with the first 2 cards that came out, which are the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh my God, that is such a sweet and beautiful message. Why? Because what these cards are telling you right off the bat is that we want to get this 3 of Cups to a 2 of Cups. The 3 of Cups for me right now is standing for like a third party energy or something that is standing in the way of you, and something that's standing in the way in my life right now that we need to like get out. We need to get it out of our way so that we can reunite with what's for our highest good. Now, most people would say that this represents some type of relationship, but since this is a collective message, I'm leaving it open into interpretation for your own life. There may be something in your life, whether it be a habit, a person, a situation, I don't know, a place, some type of obstacle or challenge that you're letting stand in the way of reuniting with your higher self. The 2 of Cups energy is like a mutual attraction. So there's something for you, and then there's you. But there's this third party energy represented by the 3 of Cups that is standing in between you and this goal, or you and this person, you and this certain life that you want to live, you and this mindset, whatever it is that's standing in your way. I feel like Spirit wants you to know today, right now, that you can overcome it and become one with your highest self. I think that's a very beautiful message. And wow, okay, basically all I just said was clarify with the 3 cards I just flipped over. So we have the Magician. Hi, how are you? We have the Father of Pentacles. Nice. And we have the Hermit card. So let me run this down for you real quick. So like I was saying, there is something standing between us in all of our lives that's stopping us from getting to this goal or this lifestyle or this certain relationship. And the Magician card is all about you having the necessary tools, having the necessary accommodations to get to that something. So like lately for me, for example, is I've been really wanting to prioritize my business and prioritize myself and my self-love and my self-care. But sometimes what gets in the way, my own third-party energy, is the mental processes that tell me, no, do this instead. Oh, you're not doing enough of this. You should work harder. You should do this. But when I'm in my natural flow state, when I'm flowing like the Magician, I already know if I want to get something done, I already have the proper accommodations. I already have the right tools to get that done. So that's why there's a lot of mental talk when it comes to your personal situation that is stopping you from coming into cohesiveness with what you truly desire and what's really in your heart. So if you want to start a business, there could be mental blocks, there can be spiritual blocks, there could even be physical blocks in your world. Like you're like, oh, I don't have the right environment, I don't have the right tools, I don't have the right things to start this business, to create it. But I'm telling you, the Magician is the exact opposite. And everything that's telling you that you can't do something, that you don't have the proper tools, is a lie. It's simply not the truth. You can get started today. I actually said this earlier today to myself, I guess, because I was doing my own reading. I was telling myself that I have everything I need. And most times, almost every time that I feel hindered, that I feel, okay, relax, girl, that I feel hindered is when there's something in my mind blocking me or telling me, no, you can't do that, or a fear. And the magician isn't worrying about fear. You got to stop worrying about what you don't have and worry about what you do have. All you can do is start. All you have to do is start. And boom, there you go. Half the battle is over, because most people live their lives and they don't even start. They don't even begin what they truly desire. They don't even try. So of course you'll never get something if you don't try. But if you start and you continue and you keep believing, like, okay, I have this. If I just start with this, imagine what could come into fruition if I keep going. That's the attitude you want to have with anything that your heart desires. The Father of Pentacles, hello, he's a favorite of mine because he represents security, stability, abundance. He represents going after what he wants, going after what's his. And he's basically like, I want it, I desire it, it's mine, and I'm going to go get it. That doesn't mean some people have the era of thinking about manifestation and they think of it as like, oh, you just think about something and it comes to you. That is an essential part of manifestation. But manifestation is ultimately having a thought in your mind and taking that action, taking the multiple actions and the steps to bring that idea into fruition. So when it comes to manifesting, you today have the correct tools. You have the correct accommodations. But first, you need to weed out and acknowledge that third-party energy. And acknowledge, I'm talking too fast. And acknowledge that third-party energy that is standing in your way from accomplishing whatever you have your heart set on. And then boom, look at that. We have the Hermit. This tells me that one, you need to get rid of the third-party energy, so that you can become more cohesive and have a mutual attraction between your goal and yourself. And when there's a mutual attraction, the universe will automatically step in and help co-create with you. The goal, I'm not going to say the key to life, but the key to life is co-creation, because if you're living a life and you're not creating what's in your heart, then it's really unfulfilling to me. So I know if you have a desire in your heart and you're not doing anything to give light, give fire to that passion, things can be really unfulfilling. And that brings me to the Hermit card. You see that little light on top of the Hermit? Right now, for me, that means giving light to that idea, giving light to yourself, and realizing the power you have to co-create with the universe and to co-create with yourself to bring into fruition your heart's truest desires. Okay, with that was a mouthful, but it's time for all of us to start co-creating and creating the lives that we truly want. But first, we have to realize we have to get all of the third-party energies out of our way, because I struggle with this a lot, and sometimes I still struggle. Like, it's a constant battle for me, but overall I am overcoming and I am getting better. I'm gonna pull from this spirit animal oracle deck. First of all, it's by Colette Baron Reed, one of the two, but she's amazing. Oh, Colette Baron Reed, I got the book right there. She's amazing because this is like my favorite oracle deck right now. It's just amazing. If you don't have it, if you do read oracle cards, please, if this catches your attention in any way, these cards are so amazing. Oh, yes. Okay. We got one of those cards. I'm going to pull. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to pull E from my angel oracle. Is this it? Okay. I'm going to pull from my angel oracle too to help add on to the message that we have right here. I'll leave some cards on the floor. I don't know, but we're going to get the right message regardless. It's time to sit with ourselves and be real with ourselves. The Hermit is about isolation. It doesn't always have to be about isolation, but it is for this reading. It's about isolating ourselves and realizing what's the good, the bad, what's hindering us, also what's working for us. It's important to understand the balance, because when you understand balance, you're even able to co-create more with the universe. Because I'll take those two cards. We all deserve to be in our flow state. And our flow state is when we're living abundantly, doing what we love, and we all should be able to do that. It is enough money in this world, believe it or not, for everyone to be doing what they love. So if you ever feel discouraged, like, oh, it's not enough money in that market for me, or I can't do this, or I'm not good enough to do that, or there's too many people doing that, I can tell you that that is a lie. If you start something, maybe you'll figure out that's not for you, but then that'll leave you. Maybe the next thing you decide to do, you'll be like, oh my God, this is the thing for me. This is what I need to be doing forever. Like, you just have to start, and you will get to the finish line. Okay. Oops. Okay, speaking of the spirit animal oracle, we have the pig spirit. Number 47, it says, use your mind wisely. And like I was saying, there could be mental blockages stopping you from obtaining this Two of Cups energy. And I see the Two of Cups energy as your flow state, as co-creating with yourself and the universe to manifest your heart's desires. Realizing you have all the tools, taking action. Father of Pentacles, bringing it into the physical realm, the Pentacles, bringing it into the physical realm, but also going deep within and contemplating and seeing what is the best route forward for me. But you can only be enlightened about the best route for you if you're aware that you can even co-create, and that you need to be aware that there are some mental blockages or that there are some things in your way, because that's what this reading is about. It's about this third party energy and making it a two cups energy. So you have to use your mind more wisely. Use it for the betterment of you instead of using it to tear you down, because a lot of us have the habit to tear ourselves down, and we don't even realize it because we're taught, what we're programmed through social media, through TV, through any outlet in which you can take information in. We are automatically programmed by past experiences from when we're younger. You can even have certain certain characteristics about yourself in your personality because of something you were taught when you were younger. But if you really scour your mind and look at the thoughts as they pass and you observe them, you'll be like, wait, this isn't really a good thought pattern. This isn't really good for me. And then you'll be able to notice those thought patterns and then turn them around and say, okay, well, then this is good for me. Then I can think of this instead of that. So that's really use your mind wisely. We got that from Pig Spirit. And I just got like a message. So you know how you see it's like somewhat wings, like when pigs fly. You know that that analogy is like, oh yeah, I'll do it when pigs fly. Or for me, that message means like when pigs fly, I don't want you to think anything is unattainable. So if you want something, it'll happen when pigs fly. Guess what? It's going to be some pigs flying in a couple months or in a year, because what I want is happening, is manifesting, and it's coming true. I feel like that's the kind of energy you need to have, this confidence. Like, I know what I'm doing, I know what I got, and I'm going to get what's owed to me. Okay, so we have two cards, and then I'm going to wrap this up. We have overcoming difficulties and sensitivity. I want to talk with this card first because often it is our sensitivity to ourselves and to the world around us that causes us to step back and not be our highest self. Like for me, coming out as a reader and as a witch and as just basically coming out as myself, because that's actually a huge part of who I am, but I hid it for years. And coming out as like someone that's into crystals and candle magic and things like that, it was very hard for me. And my relationships have changed because of it. So that was a huge fear of mine, and that fear did come true, because that's just the truth when you're into things like this. But that has to do with a lot of sensitivity. When I first started going after my dreams and my desires, when I really started to have the thought in my mind and then co-creating with the universe to make it happen, my sensitivities got in the way. And for you, there may be some sensitivities getting in the way of you chasing your dreams. And I think it's time for you to understand these sensitivities so that you can move forward powerfully.